Okay, you made it this far. This is it. This is Tai Connolly number 3. All that you've done up until this point is prepare you for this moment, okay? This will start to get you in and out. Now, you take what you learned in lesson 7 and 8, you add those after you do all this. Meaning you do all these to get you to a place, and then when you do the first 100 days and the second 100 days, there's far more power, there's far more efficacy. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Remember I told you the platform of 1 through 10 was very important. Well, Connolly 3 is built on the platform of 1 is fun, 2 is shoe, 3 is treat, but it's not exactly the same as you were just doing when you did Connolly, or you did 1 through 10, where you put your feet in the ground and pulling energy up. You've already done that. You've already got the energy from the earth up here and heaven down here, and you've already put all this breath in. Now you're ready to go. Now we've got to get into consciousness itself. We've got to get that, and we've got to be able to send it out. So how do we do this? Glad you asked. When we do this, we're still laying down. Remember, we just got done with breath empowerment. We're like, we're vibrating. Don't pay attention to that sensation. Enjoy it. Yeah, it's great. Trust me, you'll really like it. But I hope you see that even though it feels great, now it's time to get on to the business of this. Let's get to the focus, the divine will in this. How do we do that? Glad you asked. We go right into 1 through 10. And you're laying down. You can continue laying down. You could sit up if you choose. You do not have to. The point here is the body, Po, is nice and relaxed. Hun is like, you got the energy in you. Now let's get out. Now let's get ourselves going into the farthest reaches of the cosmos. So, if you're still laying down, or if you want to be laying down right now, let's do that. And it'll go like this. So you're breathing in. Right? Now, 1 is fun. Feel your body again, completely relax. If you're laying on the earth, or even sitting, doesn't matter, you start to feel yourself losing even the boundaries of sense of self and earth. It's like you're blurring thingness, and there's this unification starting to happen where you just completely relax the body. You can still see 3 bowls of oil going through over you if you want, but that's not the point. The point is to completely relax from top down. 1 is fun. 2 is shoe is a bit different. You want to now see, instead of just roots coming out of you, you want to see yourself merging completely with the earth, where your body, which is from the earth, is now starting to become like earth again. So it's like half of your body is the earth, and your earth just sort of pushed you out a little bit. 2 is shoe. You're becoming part of it. 3 is tree. Not just the roots like in the first one. Now your veins start connecting to the earth. And the veins of lava and water and all the water channels that go through the earth, that becomes your veins. Your nervous system becomes veins of ore, conducting all the way to the very center of the earth. Your bones become the granite and rock structures of the earth. Right? This is a macro cosmic merging where you're getting rid of distinctions here. You're completely breathing in the gases in the earth and exhaling the gases of the earth, inhaling the atmosphere and exhaling the atmosphere. You by bone breathing, all that's already been done. Look at how all this built up. And you're there. 4 is core. You're allowing the energy from the core of the planet to now become you. You become it. It's actually enervating your consciousness in a physical, cerebral, yi type of way. And you're completely transfixed in gold. 5 alive. Now you feel the heat from volcanoes, the cold from the depths of the oceans, the cold from the polar regions, the heat from the desert. They're all over you as if the geography of the earth was your own geography. You're alive. You're a living ecosphere, just like the planet. You're completely just on the ground, letting this go. Listen to my voice. 6 is thick. Now the chi that's surrounding you is just the ozone and atmosphere and stratosphere surrounding our own planet. Just as it has a Wei Chi field that traps the heat of the sun and the celestial energy of the sun, now your Wei Chi field is the Wei Chi field of the earth. And you feel the birds and you feel everything flying through you, part of you, symbiosis with you. All distinctions are starting to be completely lost. 7 is heaven. Now the sun's rays are hitting the earth, bouncing off the earth and getting trapped in the atmosphere, holding that celestial chi. It's piercing the rock, it's piercing the plants. Photosynthesis is happening. The plant's taking that sunlight, take it down through its own stalks, into its roots, putting that sunlight into the ground. There's this symbiosis that's happening between heaven and earth, and you are at the core of it all. You're being enervated exactly the same way. Eight is gate. Now your consciousness, open it completely. Let all the partitions, self, mom, girl, all of these things are gone. Girl, boy, high, low, cold, hot. They're just not two. Just let yourself completely take it in. 9 is shine. Take in that energy to the middle of your dantian, which is now the center of the earth. Let it compound like a nuclear reactor. And then 9 is shine, let all of that heat and light, like a supernova, explode out of you, out of the body, out of the earth, till the light hits the 4 corners of the universe and beyond. And this is where you let your consciousness follow that light until there is no self, no other, no subject, no object, nothing. Remember Zoan, we tried to practice this, what Zoan was about. Now it's out, where you are the universe, experiencing the universe as the universe. There is not two. And you just let yourself completely stay out there. And then, at some point, whatever expands must contract. Now you want to bring all that awareness all the way back down to the heart. Remember, Kundalini 1? It all comes back around. And now you're there. Now yourself, stay in the heart, breathe in the heart as self. And when you're ready, expand it back out again. Expand completely to the 4 corners of the universe. And then collapse back in again. And expand and collapse as many times as you like. You have no idea. But you are, in this point, warping the fabric of space and time. You're warping it all. If you keep doing these practices, a la carte, but all together, I promise you, you keep going. When you practice this in and out constantly, when you do that 100 days, from lesson 8, well, you read my journal, you know what I have to say about it, you know my experience. I live this now every single day, after almost 3.5 decades. This is just how I live every day. If you keep practicing, if you make this not just an act that you do, you have to believe, then you have to know, then you have to act, do the action, act on what you know, scholar warrior. Then you have to internalize it till you become it. When you become it, this does it. I hope it's been entertaining, but I also hope it's been really impactful, and I hope you practice this. This is not something that you take lightly, because this really has the power to do things that, well, if you want to unify with Tao, if you want to become a complete person to your original nature, to your true nature, this is the way. Okay?